Is real estate coach Craig Proctor. Hey, thank you for being with me today. Today's topic is how to create a seven-figure real estate business. And I have hundreds and hundreds of members, Craig Proctor members I'm working with right now that are making millions of dollars in GCI. We're not talking about volume here. We're talking about gross commission income. In fact, one of my members last year made $24 million in GCI, so about $2 million a month. So how many of you would like to learn how to turn your yearly income into your monthly income? So today, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about what needs to be done. Okay, we're not necessarily going to talk about exactly how to do it, but I want to give you the big picture here in the time that we have here today, so you sort of understand the mindset and the things that need to be done to really have a six-figure business. Now, my emphasis is on the word business. Okay, many real estate agents do not have a business. They believe they have a business, but they really have a job. Okay, they don't have a business. You know, they've got business cards, they've got for sale signs on properties, so they falsely believe they've got a business, but the true definition of a business is a business that is something that works without your constant interference. Okay, so many of us get into real estate because we want freedom, right? We want money and we want time, which equals freedom. But ironically, for most realtors who do it the traditional way, to become successful as a solo agent, you ironically give up your freedom. You become a slave to the business working 7 days a week. And that's exactly how I started. Remember, everything that I teach you, everything I share with you is from firsthand knowledge. As many of you know, I started in real estate with no sales experience, no marketing experience. Many people that I knew thought I had no chance to be successful. But within 3 years, I had figured this out. I was making millions of dollars a year, and I was named the #1 RE/MAX agent in the entire world. I did that for over 20 years. So I have actual credibility in how to get rich in real estate by building a seven-figure business where a lot of the coaches and so-called gurus never actually got, rich selling real estate. They might have got rich selling their seminars or coaching or whatever they do. I want to show you how I did this and how I've helped thousands of other agents over the last 20 years create a $1 million business. So the first question I have for you is, do you really want a business or do you want a job? If you're satisfied with a job as a realtor, you want to be the solo realtor slugging it out 7 days a week, then this is probably not the right training session for you. But I think you want more. You believe that there is more to this whole real estate game. So the first thing that I want to talk about is getting your head on right. Okay, I want to talk to you about paradigms. How many of you understand what a paradigm is? Let me know in the comments if you're familiar with the concept of paradigms. Paradigms are other people's habits. See, that's the crazy thing with paradigms. We're letting other people's habits dictate how we think, and how we think dictates what we do, and what we do dictates the results that we get. I want to basically take your head off, clean out all that stuff, pop your head back on your shoulders, and show you a better way to think about the real estate business. I'll tell you, clients that work with me, within very short order, I changed the way they think about the real estate business. They would never go back to doing the things that they were doing before they met me. Doing what they used to do would be like a foreign thought. It would be an unacceptable idea. So the first thing, if you were to work with me, is I would help you get your head on right. I want you to think about paradigms. They're very powerful. Like all that stuff that happened to you all through your life, the way you were raised by your parents. Okay, all your experiences through elementary school, through high school, through college, your first date, your first job, all the crap they taught you when you got your real estate license. Look, the very first thing that we do when we get into the real estate business is we look around at what all the other agents are doing and we copy it. And then we complain that we're getting the same results as everybody else, which, as we know, are not good. All the success I've had in real estate is from going in the other direction, looking at what everyone else is doing and finding a better way. So let me know in the comments, do you like this? Does this make sense to you? Let me know in the comments if this is something that you agree with, something that's of interest to you. And also let me know what marketplace you're in so we can rock and roll here and we can get some referrals going back and forth to smart, like-minded realtors. You don't want to be referring your buyers or sellers to another realtor that's incompetent. Step inside the Craig Proctor world where these are highly trained, highly skilled realtors. Just by hanging out with people that are doing what you want to do, that'll rub off on you. Do you remember what your parents told you? Right? There's a lot of truth. Your parents probably said, if you hang around with, good people, good things will happen. If you hang around bad things, maybe bad things will happen. Well, there's a lot of truth. Start hanging around with people that are winning. Start hanging around with people that are doing the things that you want to do. So we're going to work on getting your head on right. Paradigms. Think about even why do you eat the food that you eat? Why do we even eat the food that we eat? Did you decide what kind of food? No, we probably have to go back to your parents, your grandparents. We have to go way back in your family tree to even understand why we eat the food that we eat. We go to another country where the food's different and they say, hey, you want to try this? No, I don't like it. Well, have you ever tried it before? No. Well, how do you know you don't like it? Oh, I just know I don't like it. So right down to the food that we eat, the thoughts that we think, we're programmed at an early age, and that's what happens when we get into the real estate business. We're letting other people's habits, other people's paradigms affect the way we think. One more time, how you think controls what you do, and what you do controls better results. Realtors come to me and they say, Craig Proctor, I don't like my results. I want better results. If you want better results, you've got to change what you do, which requires changing how you think about the real estate business. Okay, now, I'm going to lay on a very controversial statement here. If you want to make millions of dollars selling real estate and have a real business that doesn't depend on you, you need to stop selling real estate. You're saying, what did Craig just say? Yeah, the more involved you are in selling real estate, the less you'll make. I figured out how to delegate more and more and more over the years. I spent a lot of time figuring out how to not do things, right? Most realtors are figuring out, well, how do I do a better job at these things? No. You want to figure out how to not do things. You want to be an expert at not doing things. See, that's a paradigm right there. That is a paradigm shift. Eventually, here's how my real estate business worked. I started off with a couple people. I expanded. I hired admin people, outside sales agents, inside. I was the original when it came to team building. Nobody had teams before me. It just made sense. I looked around at all the other professionals, my lawyer, my doctor. They didn't work alone. Why would a realtor work alone? I delegated everything to other people, so I was making a lot of money and I didn't have to work. How many of you would like to do that? Okay, this explains my longevity. I was one of the top RE/MAX agents in the world for 20 years. Why? Because I made it easy. If selling 600 homes a year was difficult, I can promise you one thing, I wouldn't have been able to replicate it year after year after year after year. How about you? Would you like to make a lot of money in real estate consistently year after year? Are you in it for the long run? Then you want to back yourself out of your business so it actually is a business. If your business depends on you, you don't have a business, you have a job. You can wrap it up any way you want, but you got a job. If you're a solo agent, imagine if you're a solo agent and you just took off on vacation for a couple weeks. When you come back, you've got nothing to come back to. So guess what? That's why you never go on vacation for a couple weeks. Folks, I'm talking about freedom here. These other gurus, they can't teach you how to do this. They didn't get rich selling real estate. So stop selling real estate is going to be the goal. Not like you stop your production, but you're going to slowly back yourself out. It's going to happen over a number of years until all of a sudden, one day you look at this thing and you say it works. I'm selling hundreds of homes or whatever your goal is, and it doesn't require me. So right now it might require all of you. The goal is it's going to require less of you and less of you and less of you. And then all of a sudden it just is. Right now, if you're not in your house right now, if you're out on the road, think about your home. Your house doesn't depend on you being in the house, right? Your house doesn't require your presence. Your house just is. That's how I want you to design your business. This allowed me freedom. This allowed me to buy a vacation home on an island and have a boat and have a life and do things and have hobbies while still making one of the top incomes as a realtor in all of North America. This is what attracts real estate agents to Craig Proctor. I want to do what Craig Proctor not only has done for Craig, I want to do what Craig has helped hundreds of other real estate agents do as well. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this thing. Right now, let's assume you're a solo agent. I don't know, maybe you've got an administrative person, a couple buyer agents. The first thing I'd introduce you to, in addition to the proper mindset and how to think about this, is we would start with a automated, smart, modern lead generation system. Okay, if you're taking notes, smart, modern lead generation system. Here's how the lead generation system works. We are going to teach you how to offer buyers and sellers stuff that they really want, so the buyers and sellers come to you in droves. That's right, droves. I don't know what droves mean, but what that means is you're going to have more buyers and sellers coming to you asking for your assistance than your ability to be able to work with them. That is going to allow you eventually to be able to recruit other realtors. Imagine if you could say to other realtors in your marketplace, hey man, my biggest problem is I've got too many buyers and sellers. I can't even work with them all. Would you like to partner up in some way and we could split up some of the business? That means you're now getting paid on business that you have nothing to do with, right? They're doing the work. You are the lead generator. Being the lead generator, being the marketer is one of your biggest rainmaker activities. Okay, so don't abdicate your marketing. I see many of you, I buy my leads from Zillow. I buy them from Realtor. Nobody wants to answer the phone. I'm an unwanted call. Yeah, stop doing that. Stop door knocking, stop cold calling, stop sitting in open houses, stop chasing, stop all the things that aren't working well for you. Let me introduce you to smart, modern marketing that attracts, sifts, and sorts the prospects so you have the luxury of choice now. Let's face it, some buyers are better than other buyers. Some sellers are better than other sellers. Wouldn't you like to be able to decide who you want to work with? Imagine if this was true for you. If you're using the Craig Proctor system and you've got an abundance of leads, you've got more buyers and sellers than you could possibly work with. That's exactly the position you would be in. You would say to yourself, I can't work with them all. If you couldn't work with them all, I promise you, you would start to evaluate the prospects. Well, if I can't work with them all, I guess, some of them are better than others. I'm going to choose to work with the most motivated, the most sincere, the most ready to act buyers and sellers in my database. And you could ignore the rest. This is how you get rich selling real estate. Now, first you do it for you, but when you can pull that off and you can give those qualified leads and appointments to other agents, I promise you, you'll have no trouble growing your team and attracting high quality realtors to want to come and work with you because you have the thing that they want. You know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. They will team up with you. And now you've got some leverage. So the follow-up is also going to be automated. We have automated follow-up systems that allow you to sift and sort and to retarget and remarket the prospects so they're coming to you pre-sold. This is the goal with really good marketing. We don't want to just generate leads. I mean, as I mentioned, you can buy a lead now from Zillow or Realtor or a gazillion other places. What you found is those leads are really not leads at all. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that you've wasted all kinds of money buying fake leads or scraped leads. Look, just because a buyer goes to look at houses on Zillow doesn't mean they're a motivated buyer. Stop doing what doesn't work. It's not like here's one thing we can all agree on. When you start in real estate, you learn a lot about what doesn't work. The mistake is to keep doing it. The mistake is just to assume, well, I guess that's just the nature of the business. Everybody else I know in my office, they're all going crazy too and working 7 days a week and struggling. It doesn't have to be that way. I promise you, everything that you want to do in real estate has been done by me and hundreds of Craig Proctor members. All you got to do is start hanging out with us. So I want to congratulate you, commend you for being with us here today, because obviously there's something in my message here that's resonating. Let me know if this is making sense in the comments below. Let me know if you want this. Is this something that you're interested in? Also, I would help you with killer listing and buyer presentations. Most realtors have weak presentations. So even when they generate the lead, they get the appointment, they show up, and their presentation is weak. That's why they lose out. Why do all that work? Why spend the time and the money, work the buyer or seller up to the appointment, and then blow it? Is there a best way to do a buyer presentation? Of course there is. Is there a best way to do a listing presentation? Yes. You don't have to spend 20 years figuring out what should be said in the order that you're creating the structure. All you have to do is copy mine. Okay? My presentation is been worked on and perfected over 20 years. It's a great head start for you. All we would do is show you this is what makes sense. Do it this way. You replicate it. You start to win in your business. Also, I would introduce you to the right technology. My God, is there a lot of stuff being sold to you guys? How many of you agree there's a lot of crap being sold to you guys? Every tech company out there is trying to sell you something. And you want to know what happened? Now you're overwhelmed. How many of you are suffering from overwhelm? Let me know in the comments. Overwhelm doesn't serve us. What you want is clarity. That's why you want to work with me. Okay, you want to work with a coach that actually knows what they're talking about. Somebody to hold your hand, explain it, cut through all the noise, and explain to you what you really need. You don't need much technology, folks. Okay, so many of you are wasting money and wasting time playing around with your CRM, playing around with all the tech, always trying to learn something. Okay, stop learning and start earning. Okay, let's stop learning and start earning. You don't make any money learning. You make money earning. Let me show you how to shortcut this, show you exactly what you need. Building that team, by the way, is going to be easier for you once we get your marketing up and going. Now, for those of you that have a small team and it's been a bit of a nightmare, or you've hired people in the past and you're thinking, I don't want a team. I've been there. I've done that. How many of you have been there and done that and you're like, well, that didn't work out? If you don't do this right, if you don't hire, recruit, train, and manage them properly, of course the team concept, it's not a concept anymore. I don't know why people call it the team concept. It's a proven thing. I invented this 25 years ago. Nobody in real estate had team members. Brokers had agents, but real estate agents did not have other agents. They didn't have inside sales agents, outside sales agents. At best, they might have had an admin person. Okay? I am the grandfather of this. I will show you who to recruit first, who to recruit second, who to recruit third, what contracts should they sign. Okay? What mistakes will you make when you grow your team? Believe me, without any coaching, you will make mistakes. Some of you have made those mistakes. Some of you are like, well, look, I tried this whole team thing. It didn't work. I felt that way in the beginning. I felt like, oh my God, you know what? It's just easier to do it myself. But every time I get frustrated, I'd say to myself, well, it's just easier to do it myself. I would think, what's my option here? Do I want to go back as a solo agent working 7 days a week, killing myself? That's not an option. So I stuck with it. I stuck with figuring out, how do I recruit the best talent? Okay, why would they want to come and work with me rather than being independent agents? The answer is easy. They're going to make more money if they come and work with me. That is a no-brainer, and I can prove it to them. They're going to work less hours, which is going to give them more freedom, and I remind them, hey, That's why you got into real estate in the first place. Set the ego aside. Come and work with Craig. I'll show you how to double up or triple what you're netting in your pocket. You'll have a better life. And you'll have that freedom that you want. How would you like to be able to do that in your marketplace? I can get you in that position, show you how to do it. So there's some things I had to learn, right? I'd never had employees. I'd never managed people before. You don't have to figure it out. I'll show you how to recruit them, the hiring and onboarding process, how to train them, not just in the beginning, but every single week. I spend an hour and a half team training, making sure everybody is up to speed, and then managing people. Okay, there's some science to this. So if you're interested in learning more about what I do, there's a couple things that I have for you here today. The first thing I have, let me grab this. I've got this report. I just pulled this right off the printer here. It's called the 9-Step System to Designing Your Real Estate Team. How many of you would like this? Okay, there are pages and pages here. Let's see, we've got this page and this page. There's a lot. There's about 9 pages here. I created this for you. If you want the free report, no strings attached, just type into the comments, free report. Okay? I worked on this. It gives you 9 steps to designing your real estate team. Why am I doing this? I want you to have this epiphany. Once you get this, you can't unget it. Once I give you the vision, because I think there's a fire in you, because that's why you're here with me today. You know there's more to this thing. You see other realtors in your marketplace that are doing far better than you, and you're thinking, I'm a better realtor than that person. Right. So let's get you at the top of your game. Let's teach you how to do what other people are doing, like I've helped so many others. So free report, type that in. Also, let me know what marketplace you're in, because I'm going to get some referrals fired up here going back and forth. So the city that you're in, the major metropolitan area, get that into comments. Remember, the number one battle that a lot of you are facing right now is obscurity. You're battling obscurity. So right now, you have a fantastic opportunity to get your name, get your city that you serve out there right now into Craig Proctor Nation. Okay, if you look at this business page we're on right now, I think there's like 14 or 15,000 realtors following this. Thousands of people will watch this training video that we're doing right now. Also, I have something else for you. How many of you would like to join my private Facebook group? Right? This is my business page, but how many of you would like to get inside the walls, behind the curtain, and hang out with millionaire Craig Proctor agents? I'm going to offer that to you guys for a limited time. If you want to join my private group, type into the comments, private group. Do that now into the comments, private group, and I'll get you set up. We'll send you an invitation, and we'll get you inside the Craig Proctor private group. Also, if you're real serious about this, I will enable you to set up a time with my team and I. Okay, I'm going to invite you. For those of you that are serious about doing this, you're turned on by what we talked about today. If someone could type in Proctor Call, so my name, proctorcall.com, proctorcall.com, into the comments, that's a clickable link. When you click on proctorcall.com, you're going to go to my Acuity Day Timer. You pick a day and a time, fill in a few questions because I want to know about you, and my team and I will spend an hour with you. We'll spend 1 hour for free. We're not going to, it's not a big sales pitch. We're not going to try to talk you into anything. We're just going to explain to you if, once we know your information about where you are and your situation, and we understand where you want to go, here's what we do during the hour. We would just tell you how to do it. Okay, we would tell you how to go from where you are to where it is that you want to go. Now, at the end of the call, if you would like to hire us to work with you to help you do it, that would be great. We would love that. That would be the question, right? Well, would it be easier for me to take the information that Craig's taught me and do it on my own, or would it be easier to have Craig and his coaches take me by the hand and show me how to do it? What would be easier? Let me know in the comments, what do you think would be easier? Leveraging off my 25 years as one of the top realtors in all of North America, or you just figuring it out on your own. So you don't have to spend 25 years. If I want to climb the top of Mount Everest, I would die trying to climb the top of Mount Everest by myself, right? And hundreds of people did die trying to climb to the top of Mount Everest. And then all of a sudden, one guy figured out how to do it. And now lots of people go to the top of Mount Everest, but they do it with a guide. That's what you need. Having a coach really is important. But you want to know what's more important? Who the coach is. How many of you, let me know in comments, you've had a coach before, you've wasted money on a coach before, or you felt like, I know more than the coach. Look, folks, having the coach really matters. Could you imagine if you wanted to be a really awesome golfer, could you imagine having a golf coach that never played golf? That's what's happening in real estate right now. A lot of the coaches and gurus do your background check. They have never successfully done what they're teaching you to do. That's why when you ask them specific questions, how do I do this? How do I do that? They can't answer it. They've never done it. That's one thing you'll get from me, folks. You'll get the nitty-gritty of how to do it all. There is no question that you're going to answer me, or I'm going to go, I don't know, I'll have to ask somebody. I'll have to look that up. No, I know the answer because I've done it, I'm doing it, and I've got hundreds of agents that you're going to be hanging out with. That's really important too. The who you hang out with, as I mentioned earlier, don't you think that's going to rub off on you? When you're hanging out with hundreds of Craig Proctor Nation members that are making millions of dollars a year, here's what happens. You become friendly with them. And you realize they're no different than you. And now you don't just have me sharing with you how to do this. You have all the people that you meet inside the Craig Proctor world that you become friendly with, that you can talk to anytime, and we help each other. Right? We have to understand there's infinite potential here. Think about this. One of my members made $24 million in gross commission income last year. $24 million. When she started with me 12 years ago, she was working with her and her mother, and she made $300,000. So these are not agents that are coming to me that are already making millions of dollars. These are agents that I'm making $1 million. They're coming from, and some of you right now might be in a rough position. How many of you right now are struggling, right? And this is like a kind of a crazy idea. It's a foreign idea. Your paradigm won't accept it. $1 million, I mean, I know some people could do that, but I could never do that. Here's why. The paradigm wants you to be stuck in your current situation. If things aren't going well, here's the natural thing that happens. You're looking at your current situation, right? Things aren't going well right now. All you can see is your current situation. And when you're focused on what's going on right now, guess what you attract? You attract more of the same, right? All of your thinking, all of your planning is based on where you are now, okay? You want to start planning to win. Okay, you want to say, this isn't working. I'm willing to give this up to get the life that I really want. And folks, life is short. Every single time we lose someone we love, it shakes us to the core because we're reminded of our own mortality. The biggest gift I can give to you is to get you to believe in yourself and to get up every day and be excited about what you do. Not only are you helping you and your family, you're going to help your entire team, and you're going to help potentially hundreds and hundreds of buyers and sellers every single year. This is a real positive industry we're in. You know, people don't want to buy funeral plots. People don't want to buy life insurance, but people want to buy real estate. Look, folks, I hope this made sense to you. If it did, could you please do me a favor and smash the blue thumbs up? Okay, like this page. Give me a like, or maybe even a little heart. That would be better. But let me know you enjoyed this. Okay, and make sure you also turn on notifications, because when I go live, if you turn on notifications to this page, you're automatically going to be notified whenever I create new content. So look, book a call with me, proctorcall.com. Make sure you join my private Facebook group, and you can download this report for free. I think you're really going to like it. The 9-step system to designing your real estate team. I want to thank you very much for being with me, guys. We'll see you all next time. This is real estate coach Craig Proctor. Thank you. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.